This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react. Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Quirkyloverosee. Woo! And today we are watching a cut down of her live stream from February 15th, today being February the 17th. Happy New Year to those of you who celebrate the Lunar New Year. I missed the Midnight Parade, and I'm very sad about that. Wah. Let me talk to important people. And today we are going to watch this cut down version of her live stream from February the 15th, 2026. It was called Teriyaki Salmon Cake, Sweet Potato Prep, and Surprise Package Post Valentine's Vibes. Now, there's a surprise. But today we are also going to be playing with, I got a new slime order because I needed some new slimes. This one is Box of Chocolates. If you remember, you know, or you will soon. I did an unboxing of my slimes for my members, and this one has little chocolate chunks in it. Little chocolate chunks. You won't see me playing with it very much, honestly. It's gonna be down here, out of sight, out of mind. But in case you see me fidgeting, that's what I'm doing. So we will have this sped up very slightly. Playback speed to 125. I'm gonna pop the closed captions on for us. Yes, we will be. Hopefully, the closed captions will be covering up most of the cleavage. And I don't know, guys, strap in. This is I forget how long the original live stream was, but we've got it cut down to 24 minutes. I would like to react to the full live stream, but I thought that might be better for an actual live sometime in the near future. So I think after February, come March, on top of, going in for my PhD in Anthropology, I thought I might put together an actual live schedule for you guys. I don't know. Crazy talk, I know. I just hate being held responsible for an actual schedule because I know as soon as I make one, I'm going to screw it up. So I guess I just need to bite the bullet. But anyway, all right, here we go. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Let's get into this. I know this one's going to mildly irritate me, and I think there's a second part to this that, depending on how long it takes me to get through this one, we will try to fit into this one. And yes, the cabinet door stays open. Don't ask. Don't try to ask her to close it. I think she opens it and leaves it open on purpose. There you have it. All right. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Don't try to make sense of it.
I hope y'all are having a fabulous day, a wonderful time. If I seem a little off, I woke up from the most intense nap ever 15 minutes ago. Happy late Valentine's Day, everyone. So I did post some stories yesterday on Instagram briefly, but other than that, I was pretty much off the internet. It was great.
Give me a second. We have Happy Valentine's Day, my lovelies. These are going to be quiet, by the way. And then mine started off on a sweet note. A half dozen cake. No, those aren't cake donuts. Those are yeast donuts. Don't get me wrong. I love a good yeast donut. I did not get donuts. Oh, don't use Pusheen. Pusheen's mine. Back off. So there's our beautiful Pusheen. This says, when he's a real man, so you never have to ask. He just does. He studies you and just does. Okay. I don't understand why so many women seem to think that men are mind readers somehow. I really don't understand that. I get if you've been living together for a long period of time or you've been married for a while and you should just pick up on certain habits here and there, but you're still not a mind reader, okay? Especially if you've only been dating for a little while. Men are no more mind reader than you are. Just putting it out there. And then Yeah. I love it when you talk trauma theory with me. Do you love trauma theory? All right. Well, back to this.
But I'm like, I feel like I'm still rubbing the sleepies out of my eyes because I slept a bit last night, but I woke up kind of early. I couldn't go back to sleep until around, I think it was around noonish one. I fell asleep because Remy was practicing the piano. And I don't know what it is about Remy playing the piano that just like, knocks me the fuck out. But I just like, I listened for a little bit just because I love listening to him play the piano. But then next thing I know, I'm like dead asleep. And I woke up around 2:30 because he had stopped, and then I fell back asleep until literally 15 minutes ago. I'm not stoned. I'm not. Hand to God. I tell you guys. I just woke up 15 minutes ago, and I was like, oh, like, what year is it? You know, when you get such a good sleep, you don't even know what day it is. That's kind of the vibes. I thought you were...
Okay, so the lore on here is Remy, her current beau, who does not live in the same state, not a big deal, has purchased her plane tickets to get her to wherever the hell he is so that they can finally meet. We don't know where he is. They've only been chit-chatting for, I don't know, under a month, something like that. Everybody thinks it's a kind of maybe a bad idea. Kind of, maybe, sort of. But there's a lot of reasons why everyone thinks it's kind of, sort of, maybe a bad idea. Mostly because nobody really knows who the hell Remy is. And not that she needs to share every freaking detail with us about Remy. Because, you know, we're just the audience, right? We're just the audience. It's not like we're her parents or anything who might want to know something about this. Crazy talk, I know. But Remy got in contact with Rosee through email. And this is after the whole debacle with Cam. And Rosee being re-traumatized via email with Cam. Don't get me wrong, that whole situation was effed up. I made a video about how I thought it was effed up and what I thought of Cam, which is nothing good. But it wasn't that long after that this Remy guy slips into her emails and is like, I saw you on a podcast and something about you just clicked. She's only been on 2 podcasts that I am aware of. One of them is the We're All Insane podcast, where she basically just trauma dumps for, I think, about 2 hours, to the point where she does traumatize that poor host. And the other one is the Whatever podcast, which is some kind of red pill dude bro podcast, where she was on there with a couple other women who apparently were all some variety of schmeg worker. And the normal hosts, who are all men, guys, spent the entire time trying to neg and drag these women because, God forbid, they make a living using smeks. Because I have no high opinion of the Whatever podcast. Let me put it that way. Remy won't say. Neither Remy nor Rosee will tell us which podcast he found her through. If it's the Whatever podcast, I have a lot of questions. If it's the We're All Insane Here podcast, I have fewer questions, but I still have questions. Either podcast causes me to have questions. But so everyone's got questions about where the fuck Remy came from and why she feels comfortable just dropping everything, flying to wherever, and spending 2 weeks with him in his house with no transportation, apparently no way home. Apparently these are one-way tickets as far as we know. These are how those missing person videos start, just FYI. So, you know, we, the audience, are a little concerned about this. Rosee doesn't seem to care one way or the other. She's hypnotized by the D, if one will. But one of Remy's traits, his endearing traits apparently, is that he plays piano. And they have, Rosee and Remy have a private Discord between just the two of them. That's not weird. So they have a private Discord between the two of them, where they hang out together, and Remy will play the piano for her over the Discord. There are a lot of questions about Remy. A lot of questions. One of which being like, is he Cam? Is it possible that he's Cam? Because that dude's already proven he's going to go pretty IRL with you. Do you know what Cam looks like in IRL? Like, I have questions. Some of them are not nice. But anyway, so that's where we're at right now. So they've exchanged Valentine's Day gifts, the plane tickets. The plane tickets to go visit were Remy's gifts to Rosee, and Rosee's Valentine's Day gift to Remy was a, and I quote, APA style essay on the 6 pillars of their relationship. What, Chicago style's not good enough for you, Remy? APA style. I don't actually have anything against APA style. It's just very strange. It's just very specific. Odd. Very oddly specific. I'm just saying. I just, you know. What you gotta get Chicago style, huh? Don't like them footnotes. Don't like them inline citations. Sorry, anyway. That's a weird Valentine's Day gift, but I don't know. Remy seems like he's a kind of different kind of guy, I guess. I don't know.
No, he got me tickets. My main gift for Valentine's Day was he got the tickets for me to go see him, but that's not going to be, not for a little bit. We have a countdown. It's not that far off, but it's not
4,
right around the corner.
3, 2,
I'm not, okay, no
1.
dates. I had a great fucking day yesterday. But I also, we basically had the virtual, because obviously we had virtual yesterday. It was really cute because it started, I did give him the paper. Okay.
If you're wondering why there's so many skips in this cut, it's because Rosee gets distracted at the drop of a hat. And what Aren't You Exhausted has gone through and done is cut out all of the distractions that Rosee goes through, because she also talks with her audience and gets way distracted. So the reason why there's so many jumps here is because Rosee gets that distracted that easily.
Get there. So obviously that was the big gift. And then I got him a little something that he received early too. So he found out about the surprise I was working on for him with the paper, which I did finish. 7 pages. Because your girl's a yapper. Sue me. But I basically wrote a paper, and the first 5-6 pages were an actual paper. And then the last bit, I switched the tone a bit into, and made it a little less analytical, a little more, I don't know, poetic, if you will. He loved it, so there's that.
Is there such thing as APA style adult literature? Oh man, I suppose there must be.
But because last Sunday, Valentine's Day, when we started our morning, he was so sweet. He got me Dunkin' Donuts, because Dunkin' Donuts has those heart-shaped donuts.
So he's the one that, I figured he was, but so he's the one that sent you the half dozen heart-shaped donuts?
I had a couple, and I shared some with my brother, and I had the last bit of it this morning for breakfast too. They were so good. They have the heart-shaped little filled donuts. They're really cute. And also, I don't drink coffee, but I love their hot cocoa made with milk, and I don't get it often, but it's one of my favorite treats. But anyway, so we hung out. A lot happened that I'm not gonna share, because we spent the entire day together. We had a really, really great day. I had the most beautiful Valentine's Day, so we just spent the day together. I'm really not gonna get into a huge amount of detail.
Did you guys spend the day together?
Detail with that, because that was our day, our time.
As by spend the day together, she means they were either in video chat or voice chat, because they're not in the same state.
So he did tell me yesterday what his surprise is for me on top of the tickets. So y'all know I've talked about how I was diving more into music with him, and how I've really been getting into Sleep Token, and he was gonna try really hard to get it done by yesterday, but he didn't have enough time. And I knew something was up because he just randomly vanished for an extended period of time. And so when we ended up telling me, so basically he's making me a cover of my favorite Sleep Token song. I can't wait to hear it. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. We also had basically
It's like a mixtape.
our first real, like, well, not real, but like virtual dinner date. He got us Italian food. Basically,
He got us Italian food?
he just treated me yesterday. He was just like, basically, I don't want you to, he was just like, basically, I don't want
Hi, Brosee.
you to worry about anything. And just like, it was just a great fucking day. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important.
Your brother just came in?
I might have said that in my Instagram stories. I don't remember. I feel like I'm forgetting something really important. And I can't remember. So
You guys talk trauma theory?
later on in the day was when I finished up the paper and gave it to him. And I was so, like Remy, I was so nervous. Mm-hmm. He was so sweet about it. We ended up having a Deborah of a million names. Hey, girl. He read the whole thing, and he loved it.
He read it while you were there? Was he, like, grading it? Was he like, all right, Rosee, I need you to come into my office now. I need to discuss your paper with you. Who is she like, yes, Professor Remy. God, this is going places I don't want it to go. Was there a red pen involved?
And he said some really sweet shit about it. And then we ended up having an extended philosophical conversation around what I wrote about, which I'm not going into for
Thank you.
A lot of reasons. But
one of which being it was probably dry as toast. Yes, Remy is getting Rosee into philosophy. Last I heard it was something the Stoics, something. I'm assuming it's Broicism as opposed to Stoicism, so we'll see where this goes.
I was so like, what I did not expect from doing that gift, which I honestly should have expected more of and from, was how insecure I felt about it. Which I understand it had nothing to do with him or even the paper itself. I think I told you guys when I was younger, I didn't quite understand.
Just a bad little kid. My mama noticed funny things that I did.
Why I did this, but I self-sabotaged every opportunity I had to write.
I've never noticed that you're a self-saboteur.
A paper. At first, it was one of those things where like I just didn't want to, and then it got to a point where I kind of realized I had never actually written a paper, and this was before I dropped out to get my GED. I don't talk about that a lot because I have before. If you follow me a lot for a long time, you might know that about me.
Die.
I had to drop out because my life was super unstable. Obviously, like, you know my story. The bullying was horrific and all that shit, and everything about my life was unstable and all that shit, and so I never actually wrote a paper of any kind, and this was actually the first paper I've ever written
She dropped out of high school. How did you get to high school without writing a paper of any kind? Like, how'd you get that far in school without writing any kind of paper?
And even then, I feel like there's so much I didn't.
And I'm almost positive I remember you bragging about writing something. Because I remember you saying something about it, and then I was like making fun of it because it was irrelevant to the point of the argument that you had been making at the time. Am I having a stroke? It's entirely possible.
Didn't know and want to learn and all that. So this paper to me, the starting point, and he said he said a lot of stuff. I don't want to share everything he said, but he said some really nice stuff. And that at one
Remy is also much younger than Rosee. Now, Rosee's only 34, so do with that if you will. It's not like Rosee's like 60 or something like that. Like, Rosee's still very young herself, but she has volunteered the information that Remy is younger than she normally dates. And we know how young the last person she dated was, and she has said that, or she has alluded to Remy being younger than that person. So that puts Remy in a youngish category. Now, again, she's 34, right? I don't understand. Here, I'm going to say something. Y'all are going to either agree with me or you're going to hate me. I don't really care if women date younger men. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I really don't give a shit. But within reason. right? I obviously, if you're dating like an 18-year-old, yeah, I guess technically he's legal, but it's still kind of weird. It's a little weird, right? But, you know, so like I do have a cutoff point. So if Remy's like that age, might have an issue with it. If he's 10 years younger than she is, I don't know if I actually care. And it sounds like he might be in that range. I don't know if I actually care, right? Because it does sound like he found her. So it's not like the other way around. I don't know. His age, honestly, unless he's within, you know, that range, I don't think I care. But there's a lot of other things I do care about that I need addressed. And they're not getting addressed. And she's flying out to go see him.
Well, he was like, he even told me, he was like, your grammar was really good. And he said something about having no run-on sentences. And I was like, what?
Sure, Jan.
Because I did a bunch of editing and stuff. Because I naturally, you guys have seen me go live. You guys have seen me talk. I am a run-on sentence. I am.
Yes, you are the embodiment. If you could personify a run-on sentence, it would be Rosee.
Body run-on sentences. So I was like, yes. Yes, please. Anyway, so yesterday was fucking fantastic.
Does Remy not know what a run-on sentence is? Now I know he's... What is it the kids say? Now I know he's glazing you. Does that mean bullshitting? Does glazing mean bullshitting? I feel like it does.
Actually, earlier on, it's been weeks now, earlier on, it was his idea, not mine, it was his idea. We pulled up our respective birth charts and read through them and talked about, we spent hours talking about it. Oh my god, it was great. Again, his idea. Hats off to you. Oh yeah.
So he's a skeptic philosopher who also is totally into astrological birth charts. I can't say anything. I really can't. It's kind of fun to look into those kind of things. They're entertaining. Doesn't mean squat, but they are entertaining. Especially when you get them and they like tell you the things you want to hear, because then you're like, oh yeah. So yeah, I know. I mean, I can get behind that. I'm not gonna give them too much crap for that either.
I'll check these in an hour. Sure. Before I open these packages, I need to get that. I haven't heard the song, the cover he's making yet. I can't wait, because he's like doing the whole thing. He's like, I'm so excited. Alright, but so we did the whole birth chart thing a while ago now. He's so fucking romantic like that, just naturally. Oh my god. Is there a love language you identify with? Yeah, so actually, also around the same time, I think, within the, maybe same day or within the same few days.
Do you know what love language is? Before you go off on a tangent, do you know what love language is? Because last time someone mentioned wings, you thought they were talking about chicken wings when you were putting on makeup.
We also took the 5 love language tests.
Okay.
We took the 5 languages love test. The 5 love languages test. I don't know what is up with me. Anyway, and so every time I take it, my percentages slightly change by a few points, because every time I take it, the way my test comes out is 4 of them come out to be about in the same range of 20-ish%, ranging between 20 and 25%. Right. And then gifts is at the bottom. We haven't met in person yet, so we're still...
You have an Amazon wish list that you update on the regular and remind your audience of pretty much every stream. And gifting is... Okay, so you giving people gifts is not your love language? Okay, but receiving gifts... Girl, just like you're anti-capitalist... But you have a robust Amazon wish list that, again, you update frequently and remind your audience of, in case they want to get you something off of it.
Waiting for that. I know. I did the LDR thing. Long distance relationships. I was in one for 3.5 years? 3 years? 3.5, I think, before I moved to be with him, my ex. So I'm not a stranger to this process. Actually, in a way, I like it. It has its downsides, obvious, but especially in the beginning, it gets to a certain point where you're just like, all right, we're gonna start opening the surprise package. I've just got 2. I don't know what's in them. I don't know who they're from. I asked Remy if they're from him, and he was like, I didn't get Lifeline. All right.
Okay, here, I'm gonna tell you guys this thing right now before we get into the tragedy that is the rest of this video. You should always check your packages before you open them live, just in case. Just in case. You never know when someone's mailing you a dead rat. Putting it out there.
We're gonna start opening the surprise package. I've just got 2. I don't know what's in them. I don't know who they're from. I asked Remy if they're from him, and he was like, I didn't get. No. I was like, oh.
What? Did she start playing music again? I hate when she plays music.
So let's open these. Do it again.
Yep, she did.
Wait! Enjoy your gift from a lurking fan.
She has been asked on the regular by her regular audience, you know, not people who don't like watching her, to not play music in the background because it is overstimulating, because it's very tinny, it's very unpleasant to hear to the people on the other side of the screen. And she has been asked multiple times not to do that because it is, again, unpleasant and overstimulating for her regular audience. And yet, she continues to do it. Stop it. Anyway.
Holy shit! Some fake nails. And so we've been making a lot of plans and ideas for our trip. And one of the things that we talked about, so we're planning, or I think he's being vague because I think he's planning a lot of surprises. But I think he's actually going to get them because we were talking about these, they're called tattoo markers. So they're markers designed to draw on skin. Like we were talking about that one day, and tattoo markers, that'll be fun. So I did add different sets of fake, actually cool looking temporary.
There's the tattoos.
Temporary tattoos.
I didn't realize she got those and the fake nails at the same time.
I'm taking these with me, and these too. Oh my god, lurking fan, thank you.
Here's the fun thing about your Amazon wish list is literally anybody can buy it off of you, and they don't buy it off the list, and they don't have to identify who they are, which is going to come up here in a second.
Oh my god. How cool. I've not even really been talking about my Amazon wish list.
Every 5 minutes.
It is. This one in particular, let me see, because I think there's certain one, I don't remember, I did add different sets. You should put a tattoo on, it would be so cool. Oh, there's smaller ones too. So cute. Oh, like that? That's so cool. And then they have these big.
I'm not going to lie, I like the art. Don't be wrong. It's AI, it's clearly AI, but it's pretty. It's nice looking. It's AI. There's a 3-winged butterfly.
Is there any teardrop? Oh, fuck you. I think this was the bigger than I wanted it. Thigh tattoos are the hottest. I've wanted more tattoos for years, but tattoos are expensive, bro.
Oh, and she does have actual tattoos, too. Like, she has real tattoos, like inked tattoos.
Oh my god. This one's interesting. I love this one.
Wait, was that the 3?
Oh, shut the fuck up. I love this next one. I don't know if the...
Wait, was that the 3-winged butterfly?
Phoenix is happening, bitch.
Is it?
In case you guys don't know, my username for a long time was Fat Rose Phoenix. I love Phoenix. I love the Phoenix. And then
there we go. Here it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. All 3 glorious wings. 1, 2, 3. It's just like coming out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I could get a really, really good close look at the picture, I could maybe see clearer. Maybe it's actually behind the other butterfly, but it looks like a 3-winged butterfly.
this is gorge. Hello? Obsessed. I have another package to open still, but I'm obsessed. So, who's the artist for these? I don't know. Brand is Glary Ears. I don't give the specifics of his age. He's younger than me by a good margin, which I'm not used to, but...
Her audience is trying to quietly explain to her that this is probably AI in this one.
I need to get new chains for my glasses. You guys want to know what my scene name was? I'll tell you my scene name. I had a scene name, and I spent hours combing the R section of the dictionary to find it because I was a teen and cringe. But not Quirky Love Cougar Error, bitch. Gabe. Hi. Rosee Wright is actually really good, but that's not it, no. Because
I believe she would qualify as a puma. She's not actually old enough to be a cougar. Just, get your terms right. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was hashtag deep and hashtag 14 and deep. Gabe is killing it. Gabe is always killing it. By the way, Gabe is on TikTok. He's great.
Who?
Adore him.
Huh?
I was in his live talking too much mess the other day. But anyway, what was I saying? What shit was I about to talk? Hold on. Let me remind myself what I was talking about. Oh!
No one knows. No one knows what the hell you were talking about. That's part of the fun.
C name, at Rosee Rapture. So, because I was 14 and hashtag deep, my name was Rosee Ridicule. I've shown, oh my god, hold on. I need to find, I used to have a picnic obsession. So there's like pictures of me trying to be seen without getting in trouble with my parents because they did not want me to dress like that at all. What the fuck are you talking about, tobacco?
What did that have to do with picnics?
So, you are messy frequently, to be fair. I'm trying. I'm in a new era where I'm trying to not be as messy. Because I said before, my lowest age preference in dating is 25, and he's within my dating preference. So I don't know what you're trying to insinuate. That's really weird, and I don't appreciate it. Really don't appreciate what you're trying to insinuate, to be honest with you. Why'd you have to make it fucking weird? You made it weird. But anyway.
Yeah, you made it weird. Weirdo. Whoever you are. You probably were blocked, so no one will ever know.
Let me open this package. Oh, It's a gift. It's a gift wrap. Hold on. I stole it accidentally from the address. I'm not opening this on camera. Fuck you. Anyway. Sorry.
Wait. Go back. What happened? Hello? Oh, wait. It's a gift. Maybe I'm going to slow that one down. That happened a little too fast. Normal speed? Start again?
Gift wrapped. Hold on. I stole it accidentally from the address. I'm not opening this on camera. Fuck you. Anyway. Sorry.
I'm not opening. Someone actually put my address. I'm not opening this on camera. F
Alright, guys. I'm not giving that person the attention they want.
I'm not giving that person the attention they want.
Oh, shit. I need to check the salmon.
I wish she wouldn't play music because, as you can hear, it's terrible.
I'm not gonna let people use money to manipulate me. You.
Why? You've done it before in the past. Why is this time different? Was she mad? She's so mad. She's cleaning. This is actually pretty unique. We don't really get to see that very often. She went and got the pink stuff that someone bought her. One of her viewers bought this pink stuff for her. Just putting it out there. She's wearing a dress that one of her old viewers gifted her.
I need to clean for a minute. Give me a second, guys. Fuck you.
She mad. What the hell was it?
Really glad I didn't open that on camera. I'm so glad I didn't open that on camera.
Are you glad you didn't open that on camera?
Piece of shit. Alright, guys. I'm gonna do what's in my best interest and end the live.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye. Cool. Alright.
Okay. She combined them. Excellent. Never mind. They're both here. I don't have to go hunt the other one down. Thank you. Aren't you exhausted? You already had my brain in your brain. Right. This will be linked down below, by the way. So this is now February 15th, 2026. This one is now called Hi Follow-Up Live. Yeah. So there you go. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. We're doing good on time.
Because let's just talk about what happened. So,
okay. Yeah.
As y'all saw, I got 2 packages. And the first one, I reacted like I normally do. Because I'm really, really grateful when people that support me want to get me gifts or provide something in some way to try to either bring some joy or express how they feel about me as a creator.
To the point where over Christmas, I let certain packages sit for almost 2 weeks without opening them. And then when I did get certain gifts, like my rollator, I completely forgot who it was who got them for me, so I was unable to thank that person by name. Yeah, I'm very grateful about when I get gifts from people to the point where I basically don't really pay attention. I'm so grateful for the people that buy me gifts. Anyway.
Or whatever the case may be.
Uh-huh.
And first gift was from someone anonymous, the first package, and I loved it great. So, I'm not going to say this person's name, but as I start talking, a lot of you are going to put the pieces together, so it is what it is.
I know his name. their name.
But I had someone in my community for a while that was blocked a while ago and was removed because essentially the short of it is they were a buddy troll.
The short of it was that person said, oh, ironically, aren't you exhausted? Who does art as well? They actually did my banner art and my icon art, which is part of the banner art. So Aren't You Exhausted did the artwork that you see on my channel now. So thank you, Aren't You Exhausted? But Aren't You Exhausted also has done other artwork, and said person that she is refusing to name had mentioned that Aren't You Exhausted did some nice artwork. I don't even know if it was about Rosee. But because Aren't You Exhausted covers Rosee very extensively, Rosee got butthurt.
And for a while, they were harmless in my chat. And then as time went on, they got more and more, I think, borderline addicted to the attention they got.
Said person was part of Rosee's chat for a long time and would flirt with Rosee. And Rosee got addicted to the attention to the point where Rosee nicknamed said person what their name was and added poo to the end. So every time that person would come into her chat, it was, oh, so-and-so poo. I'm so glad you're here. Rosee was so addicted to the attention said person would give her that on her birthday, said person hadn't shown up. And it ruined her mood because that person wasn't there on the stream during Rosee's birthday. So yeah, this person totally was the issue, and Rosee didn't have any attachment whatsoever to said individual. Rosee totally didn't make little lovey-poo nicknames for said individual. Rosee totally didn't flirt back and accept gifts from that individual before. This is not the first gift this person has sent her. This person has sent her many gifts in the past. Many, many gifts. So, this is an example of Rosee trying to rewrite history so that she can come off being the victim again. Rosee got her feelings hurt because this individual was seen in a reactors chat, basically. And Rosee got her feelings hurt about it. And even though this person has tried to apologize before this even, Rosee refuses to accept their apology. That's Rosee's prerogative. Whatever. It's Rosee's channel. Rosee can do what Rosee wants. But the reality of the situation is Rosee's rewriting this whole incident in a way to make it seem like this person is malicious. I've been here for this entire arc. I've watched this entire arc. Even if I didn't know who this individual was that she's talking about, like, because I'm in the chats with this individual, I would still know that this storyline that she's putting out here is false. So, no. But go on. If it makes you feel better to rewrite this story so that you can come off seeming like, again, like the innocent little lamb that got taken advantage of by some troll on the internet, go for it, I guess. But the reality of the situation is she was 100% in with this. She loved the attention she was getting. She had cutesy nicknames for this person. She really kind of seemed like she had a crush on them, honestly. It really did come off as she had a hardcore crush on this individual. They would flirt online, the two of them. And, you know, I think Rosee took things a lot more serious than they were. And when Rosee figured out that this person was in other people's chats, it really pissed Rosee off. And so now the story is that this person was evil and mean and just using her and yarna, yarna, yarna. When that's the furthest thing from the truth. But whatever. So yeah, that's the story behind this individual. I'm pretty sure they don't mind if I say their name. I really do. I'm pretty sure they don't mind if I say their name. But unless Rosee drops it, and I can't remember if she does or not, I'm just not going to for the time being. If it gets to be really bad, if she continues this bullshit, I might bring it up just for... The thing is I don't want to send negative attention towards this individual because I know the internet, right? Trust me. So I'm doing it mostly to protect the individual. If Rosee starts this bullshit, though, if Rosee starts name dropping, well, that's a whole other different story. And Rosee is known to do that. So I'm expecting it. But until that happens, or until the individual decides to out themselves, which is perfectly fine. That's their prerogative as well. That's why I'm being a little dancing around it. A lot of you who do follow Rosee know who I'm talking about. So there's that. So a lot of you who follow Rosee know what I'm talking about because you've been here and you watched the romance unfold throughout the years. But this is just more of Rosee being manipulative, trying to rewrite a story because it didn't turn out the way she wanted it to. She was really into this person. She really thought that they had some kind of online romance going. And when it turned out that this person was in another reactor's chat and honestly just innocently said, oh, this artwork looks nice. Again, I'm not positive it was Rosee. It might have been. Either way, Rosee lost her shit, which again proves that Rosee is in reactors' chats. She's in reactors' videos. She's in our channels. She's looking at our chats. She's looking at comments, because how else the hell did she know that this person was even A, in another reactors' chat, and B, said what they said? So there. So, you know, when you start looking for things to upset yourself with, you're going to find some. And that's exactly what Rosee found. And so Rosee got her feelings super hurt over this, decided that this individual was the worst person ever. Really? You really want to label this person that way? Because I can think of at least one other individual that's way worse. And has gone about blocking this person from literally every social media that Rosee has, including blocking this person from her brother's Twitch before she blocked Cam. She dislikes this person more than she dislikes Cam. All right? Just putting that out there for you, which is absolutely ridiculous. So she's just literally that. She is a woman scorned, is what this is. And anyway, I think I've ranted enough about it. Go.
From their favorite reaction channels by being nice to me and friendly to me in chat, and then going and talking shit about me in their chat, and then I'm finding out they were in the reaction channels of chats of much worse people, frankly. And that part is something that has happened multiple times. That part doesn't bug me as much. What got me...
And here's the other thing. I'll let her finish eventually. She just sat here and admitted that multiple times throughout her time on the internet, she has had people approach her through the internet and troll her emotionally. And yet, she is currently dating a guy who she has only met through the internet, who claims that he found her through a podcast, of which she's only been on 2. Right? There's no red flags in that relationship. Are you for real, Rosee? Are you for reals?
Was the switch up that they made at one point before I blocked them. This person went from just being friendly and chatting to weirdly flirting with
No, that is not what happened.
me in a semi-aggressive way.
That is not what happened, but go on.
And I've talked a little bit about this, but I downplayed how it made me feel.
Okay. I can't speak to how it made her feel. All I can say is every time this person popped up in her chat, her eyes would light up, she would smile. Again, she nicknamed this person Pooh every time. So, yeah. This person not being in her chat on her birthday ruined her day. Like, yeah, yeah, sure. I can't speak to how this person made her feel, but just judging by how she acted, yeah, sure.
Because I knew that how it would be received, and I knew that Gorl world would take it and say, oh, I was playing victim or whatever. So I just didn't really express how uncomfortable I was, because it really was like it made me feel like I was back in middle school and high school when the football players would walk up to me and pretend to ask me out as a joke. And
you got a weird way of showing that you're uncomfortable. I hate being like that, but I was here. I was sitting here and watching.
It made me really uncomfortable, and in those lives, when it was happening, I would basically either ignore it.
No, you didn't. You 100% participated.
Or shrug it off and brush it off, and I never played into it.
The fuck you didn't? Again, you nicknamed them such and such Pooh. You nicknamed them that.
On purpose. I never engaged with it because it made me genuinely very uncomfortable.
Are you hoping that you've deleted all of these lives off of your channel and that no one will be able to pull the chats from these lives? Are you hoping that that's going to happen? Is that what you're banking on?
Even before I was sent the information that resulted in me blocking them, this person has tried following my brother and has tried talking to me in someone else's stream once before in the chat. This person had sent me, while they were buddy trolling me, they sent me gifts from my Amazon wishlist prior.
That's true. And you accepted every single one of them and were excited to receive gifts from them. And every time they sent you gifts, you were like, oh, such and such, thanks. Just like you did when you got those fake tattoos and the fake nails just now from an unknown person. You were super excited to get those. You were like that with such and such.
In a way that made me uncomfortable. So when I opened that package and I saw the tag that said their name and that what they sent me was a quote-unquote peace offering, you saw my reaction, because I felt anger. I was really angry. And
she's angry because, again, she's a woman scorned, but
there's an added layer to the fact of they made me really uncomfortable. And I said prior, I had briefly touched on it, but I did not go in depth about just how uncomfortable they make me and just why that particular troll bothered me. And it was because they played the long game with me, and
I fell for it.
I ended up finding out my intuition was right and that they were nasty. And so, because not only that, they sent me food. And that's why I went ahead and just ended the live so I could go process my feelings.
Okay, Remy sent you donuts. Remy sent you Italian food. You don't seem upset about that. Also, this food that you got sent was on your wish list. So you put it there. And if it's what I think it is, it's the chocolates that have been sitting on your wish list for a while. She has a 6-pack of Linder chocolates sitting there. I think they're like coconut milk or something like that. They've been there for a while. So Don't sit here and pretend like they sent you something that wasn't on your list. They went to your public Amazon list that you talk about all the fucking time and purchased the chocolate items that are on your list. They didn't go out of their way to find a bakery in another country to ship you baked goods across the ocean. This is not Cakegate 2.0. These are things you asked for. Everything this person has ever sent you has been something off of your Amazon wish list. These are things that you have asked for. They've never sent you anything that you didn't ask for. This isn't like Cam sending pizza to your house or sending drinks to your brother, or what was the other thing? I don't remember. But yeah, this isn't the same thing. This is not even close to the same thing. These are things you have on your Amazon list that you put on that list asking complete strangers on the internet to buy for you. And so, said complete stranger from the internet bought it for you. You don't have control over who buys what on an Amazon wish list, which is why if you're not comfortable receiving gifts from strangers, don't make an Amazon wish list that complete strangers can buy you stuff from. I don't have one. Okay? Jesus. See how that works? So, you're trying to sit here and make this sound like it's way more sinister and nefarious than it was. You put Lindor chocolates, I'm assuming they're the Lindor chocolates, you put the Lindor chocolates on your shopping list, on your Amazon wish list. Again, where anyone can buy them for you, and this person bought them for you saying, here's a peace offering. I don't care if you pardon this person or not. That's your prerogative, but this is exactly what an Amazon wishlist does and exactly what it's for. And yeah, this person has bought you gifts in the past and you loved them. This person bought you a fake flower, as I recall, in the past. And when you took it out of the package, you were like, oh my God, I love it. I got to find a place to put it where I can see it. They bought you racing stripes for your walker that you no longer use. And you were like, oh my God, these are the exact ones I wanted. Thanks. Yeah. No. Dude, I was there. I watched you. I watched you accept gifts from this person without any hesitation or apparent discomfort. Okay? You're not that good of an actress because I've watched you open emails from Cam live and clearly you were disturbed, which you should have been. That was a shitty email to receive from a really creepy fucking person. All right? That was fucking weird from a fucking weird person. Okay? That was unacceptable, right? Getting drinks from that person to your brother was fucking unacceptable. That's just weird, all right? This, you have a wish list. You listed it. Okay? If you don't want people buying things off your wish list, don't have a wish list. Anyway.
Get over it, because ultimately it's really a reflection of them, not me. And I realized in the moment that I wasn't going to be able to properly, I think, handle myself without potentially feeding into what these people really want. And I am frustrated with myself that I wasn't able to react less than I did, because I am aware that some of these people are going to work overtime to keep me in the clutches of Girl World's bullshit. Because I didn't even talk about it, but literally today I unsubscribed from every Girl World subreddit that I could think of.
So you were totally still subscribed to all the Girl World Reddits that you claimed that you weren't subscribed to? So you were still following all of the Girl World Reddits, subreddits, even though you claim you don't, even though you claim you don't do that, you don't read the Girl World Reddits. So you're just now unsubscribing from them, even though you've been claiming that for over a year. Okay.
The couple of YouTube channels I had left.
Okay, so you're admitting that you were following certain reactors who were Girl World reactors, Girl World related reactors. You're just now unsubscribing from them. Okay.
I have been blocking every single Twitter account that pops up in my notifications or on my feed that has anything to do with Girl World because I am done. I'm done with y'all's shit.
This is time number 485 that you've said this since I've started covering you, so 2 years, something like that, year and a half.
I'm done with everything that has to do with all of this. I want to be left alone. And that person made me feel so uncomfortable. And I also wanted to go live because my mom texted me as soon as the live ended, and I called her and she was telling me how you guys were being really sweet in the chat. I didn't see any of it because I was just really in the moment. And so when I watched it back, I read the chat and you guys were really sweet and I really appreciate it. And so I just wanted to address this now tonight and never talk about it again because this was stupid. And leave me alone, you fucking creep. That's it. So anyway, so the whole thing was bullshit, Jessica. The entire thing was bullshit. They were flirting with me and then going and making fun of me in other people's chats.
Yeah, they were flirting with you. They weren't really making fun of you in anybody else's chat. But, you know, whatever. If that's what you want to believe, that's fine. And if you don't want them to ever contact you again, that's fine, right? And, I mean, they should respect that, in my opinion. But, that being said, you are really, you're working hard to rewrite history here. You really are. And, I mean, Jessica Messica, if that's who that is, I'm pretty sure that is, she was fucking there. She knows who you're talking about. If you drop, maybe that's why you didn't name them, because if you drop their name, probably more than half of your chat would know who the fuck you're talking about. And to hear you sit there and be like, they were making me uncomfortable by flirting with me, they would be like, the fuck? Really? Because you were flirting with them pretty hard. And maybe that's why you didn't use their name, because a good chunk of your chat would probably have known, would probably know that that's not true. Didn't they even talk with your parents? Oh my God. Like, they were in your chat for so long. I don't even know how many lives I'd have to go through to comb for their name in your chats, but it's almost worth it. It's almost worth doing that just to rub your nose in it. But anyway, you're no longer part of Girl World, I guess, because you've once again claimed that you've unsubscribed from all of the Reddits and the reactors. And sure, Jan, because this is the millionth time that you've claimed you've done this. Okay, cool, yeah. So how many channels are you still subscribed to now? And how long from now is it going to be before you're under somebody's comment section in Girl World trying to shame some reactor for some behavior that you don't approve of, like they give two shits, or you're in some other member of Girl World's chat comment section trying to make friends with them? Okay, I hear Amber's posting shit on her channel again. Are you over there chit-chatting with her? I mean, come on. You so badly don't want to be part of Girl World that you're constantly part of Girl World.
It's pretty gross. Sorry, I didn't see anything they said. Oh, I don't have them name blocked. Let me go fix that real quick, because I added pretty much everybody's names on the name block.
Oh, so your chat does know who you're talking about. Okay. So were they calling you on it?
world related is his name block now because I'm fucking done with y'all. I'm so done. You can pretend that.
Do you have my name blocked?
I don't mean it when I say that, but I'm fucking done with all of y'all that are involved in that.
That's almost worth trying. That's almost worth trying.
If you guys are a part of Girl World viewership and you genuinely fuck with me, you're welcome here. But in terms of talking about them bitches, talking about all this shit, I'm beyond done.
If you're genuinely part of Girl World and you're here to F with me, you're welcome here. Is that what she just said? Yeah. And you genuinely F with me, you're welcome here. With all of y'all that are
involved in that. If you guys are a part of Girl World viewership,
if you are guys are part of Girl World viewership
and you genuinely fuck
with
me, you're welcome here. But
okay, that would be them.
But in terms of talking about them bitches, talking about all this shit, I'm beyond done. I'm so fucking done.
Okay.
And I've been saying it a lot.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I wish I had the time and patience to sit down and make a compilation of all the times that you have said, I'm done with Girl World. I'm done with Girl World. I'm done with Girl World. I'm out of Girl World. I'm done with Girl World. I bet I could make a rap song out of it with like just you talking and then put like a sick backbeat to it. And that would be really all I'd need to do. Just, time it to the backbeat a little bit. I bet I could do it. If I was, inclined, which I'm not, because that sounds like effort, and we're covering that I'm very bad at effort here.
And it's because it's true. And it's just a process. It's not a clean break, because quite frankly, some of them are not going to let me go. Whatever.
What, are we going to, like, lasso you and drag you back in? What the fuck, man? If you don't want to be part of Girl World, leave. It's really easy. You just turn it off and walk away. I do it a lot on the weekends. And then everything blows up and I come back to like absolute chaos, but I don't follow the Reddits. I don't follow any of the other stuff. I go to the Reddits when I need to, and that's pretty much it. I have a Twitter. I should probably check it more often. I'm in 3 different Discords that have to do with Girl World, and I'm shit at checking those things. I have an email I haven't checked in like a week. It's really easy to not be involved in Girl World, is my point. Once again, I do this. This is what I do. I am a reactor, and you know more about what's happening in Girl World than I do. I'm not going to claim that I'm a good reactor, but you still know more about what's happening than I do. Just saying.
Alright. Let me update my name block real quick. Settings. I could have swore, because I added a bunch of names. I thought they were on it. Guess not. 1 second, guys. Sorry. I just want to do this before I forget.
That actually explains something that happened. That actually explains things.
But I'm really fucking tired. I'm just tired. I don't want to stay too long because I want to hang out with Remy, but I wanted the next time I go live to just not even think about this. I want to talk about it. And I needed to address it because of how I had to end it.
I have rambled about this shit way too long, so I'm just going to kind of let this play out. So
that's the closest thing I've ever done to what would be considered a rage quit. And in a way, I guess it kind of was, but I see it less as that, and I see it more as me walking away to prevent myself from saying things in anger or engaging in ways that feeds the trolls.
Please don't.
I just took some time to myself, and like I said, I talked to my mom, and because it's just frustrating, because I really tired of people sexualizing me as a joke. I'm tired.
Who? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just sexualizing you? I'm really not trying to be a dick. I guess, what's your definition of doing that? Because I've never, not in Girl World, I guess, heard anybody doing that or watched anybody do that. But I don't watch literally every reactor either. So, like, I know Pulpy has started reacting to you. I don't see Pulpy doing that, but I don't know a lot about Pulpy, so maybe. But I do know that reactors comment on the fact that you like to come on stream wearing clothes that barely contain your boobalas. And to the point where there's been several streams in the past where you've had slippage. So there's that. I do know that that's like a topic of conversation fairly regularly, is the fact that you don't like to cover your top, and you like to dangle the girls. But that's not us sexualizing you. That's us commenting on the fact that you're not really dressed appropriately for YouTube, especially since you don't age restrict your content. So I don't view that as sexualizing, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Again, I guess that depends on your definition of what that is and is not. So I said I was going to let this play out.
Of being sexualized, period. And I don't talk about that a lot, about the way Girl World handles that with me, and I'm
it's just you. Let me speed this back up again. I forgot to put it back down to normal. There we go. Go!
I'm really over it. And I probably shouldn't even say that. They think because I did it in my past that they can do it to me now.
Sorry.
And I'm over it.
Okay, if you're trying to compare things people say about you now to your past, no. I don't hear anybody do that. People will bring it up, especially if you bring it up, but I don't. Amber does it, but that's because Amber's a dick. Amber's not a reaction channel. Maybe she is now, but no.
So over it. Their actions are not a reflection of myself, my morality, my way of being. It's a reflection of theirs, and it's how they choose to do their free time, and they can pretend that they're not a hot piece of shit, and you can pretend I'm being ungrateful when that's their point, to use money as a manipulation tactic. And
buying you an object off of a list that you put it on publicly and then constantly remind your audience about, I don't really view that. I mean, how is that a manipulation tactic? I guess. I mean, a wish list is something that you make publicly known that these are things that you want. So, is it manipulation to buy you the things that you are essentially asking people for? That's manipulation? Okay.
And I find it deplorable and disgusting. So I had one thing on my Amazon wish list. Well, I might have a couple of things, but there was one thing I put on there to remember to buy for myself.
Then put it on a private wish list. Put it in your Amazon shopping cart, and then click the little button that says save for later. That's what I do. Or, a private, I have lots of lists with stuff on them, things that I've seen that I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and then I put it on a list. Or if it's something that I know I'm going to purchase in the future, I put it in the cart and then click on save for later so that it's there when I go to buy it later. If you put things on a public list, wish list, where the public can see it and purchase it for you, it's not a reminder to yourself that that's something you are going to buy yourself. That's not at all how that works.
And had it been from someone else, I don't think it would have bothered me. But it was calculated.
Was it?
So that's the point. So,
is it?
It's fine. My mom wants it, so I'm gonna go put it in her room actually. And no, I would have mentioned that. No, it was through Amazon. They didn't cross that type of boundary, thank fucking God. Truly. Because
but you worked really hard to make it sound like they did. You were working real hard to make it sound like they crossed an IRL line. You were pumping that brake hard.
The bar is in hell. AI. That sucks. But I hate AI. Y'all know how I feel about AI. But
all right, this is her audience has pointed out to her that the temporary tattoo on her arm is probably AI. I don't give a shit. And then she tries to pass it off as like, oh, I didn't notice that they were AI. Oh, who would have guessed they were AI? Who could have known? And then she starts to walk back her stance on AI, which again was burn it to the ground. It is the devil. And now she's walking it back to, you guys, we can't avoid AI. It's everywhere. I mean, you can't expect me to know when it's AI. I mean, it's not like it was obvious or anything. So that's what the last part of this is her just walking back the AI and basically telling us she doesn't give a shit. She's going to use the fake tattoos anyway. All right. This was way too long. It was me ranting about Rosee trying to manipulate her audience because she got a gift from somebody she didn't like, because she doesn't like them anymore because she found out they were a troll, I guess. So there you have it. There you have it. Once again, Rosee's rewriting history to be manipulative, and that's basically what this boils down to. So, all right, if you've made it this far in the video, bless you. Go ahead and put chocolate down as your emoji. I think there's a bar of chocolate. Anyway, if there's not, get creative. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting this channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And I think I've said everything I was going to say. Do go give Aren't You Exhausted? Go give them a watch. This video will be down in the comment section. Nope, it'll be down in the description. Where you'll also find some other resources and links down there if you're interested. And you'll find links and stuff in this video as well. Let's see, anything else? That's all I've got for you guys. So I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.
Is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.